Hello everyone, welcome back. It is the end season coming at you with another video, and today we're playing Black Ops 6 Season 4. So, yeah, if you aren't aware, yesterday the Black Ops 6 Season 4 dropped, added some guns, like 3 new maps, and a whole bunch of issues. So this video is not going to be a review of the new season, because there are plenty of people who will be talking about that. Honestly, it's whatever. The new maps, you'd expect new maps. New guns are overpowered as shit. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, Season 4's out. Hope y'all are enjoying it. These new maps, not really my cup of tea. But basically, this video is going to be a bit of a rant, because this was one of the buggiest new season's big updates we've seen in a long time. So off the rip, when Season 4 dropped, it was an absolute clusterfuck. I'm employed, so I was working, so I didn't have to deal with a lot of the, right away issues. I didn't get on the game till about 5 o'clock Central, so the update had been live for a while. There were probably some minor fixes if they were able to figure them out. I'm not really sure in that aspect. I was pretty disconnected because I was working. On release of the new season, it was incredibly broken. People are getting game crashes and just getting kicked out of the game. Scan and repair was going wild, which is insane to me. I kind of get it on PC because all PCs are a little bit different. So stability is a little bit harder to figure out on PC, but we were having crashes on console. That's an issue for me because console crashes just means that they have no standards before they release these updates. If PC is crashing, maybe it's just your system. Maybe there's an issue with the way your system's configured. But all PS5s are on pretty much the same hardware. Why are we seeing crashes in a AAA title? And that's the next thing. It's not like Call of Duty is some indie developer who, oops, we had a bit of a mishap with our new update. Sorry about that, we'll get it fixed as fast as we can. Call of Duty is a massive AAA franchise. Activision and Microsoft have plenty of money to invest to at least make the game that they charge an arm and a leg for every year playable on release of a major update. And while this is happening, their new, probably final season of the game is so broken that people are not able to play it. And if you did crash, now you had to deal with the issue that there were server queues. The servers took a dump. They're probably going to turn that around and make it some huge victory that X amount of players were playing, and it was the most we've seen in months. That should be expected with a franchise like Call of Duty. You're going to see huge player jumps on a new season. People want to test out the new stuff, see how it's working, and that's why the server issues are unacceptable. They're going to try and turn this into some win when it's really not. It's really unacceptable in my book, all of the issues that it's had. Server queues just means that the servers were overloaded, and I don't know how that happens when you are an Activision, Microsoft. And as you could expect, the 2 new guns they added, which are locked away behind the Battle Pass, so if you want to get those 2 new guns, you either have to buy the Black Cell Pass and dedicate your unlock tokens to getting those 2 new guns with no attachments. You can grind the Battle Pass, which is going to take you a few hours to unlock those 2 new guns. Or you can buy the blueprint, which is probably 20, 30, 40 bucks in and of itself, on top of the game you already paid for, so that you can get a gun with some attachments that are pre-configured. It may look a little bit cool, but the second you touch any of the attachments, your gun's going to look like a 3rd grader's art project. But of course, since they want you to buy those new guns, the guns are not even remotely balanced. Apparently the LC-10 and FFAR are the meta in Warzone, as you could expect. This new map is awful, by the way. It feels like cross-country simulator. I don't know the spawns because they flip so fast. Half the time people are just hiding behind the doors, waiting for someone to push and shooting people in the back. I'm not a fan of this map whatsoever. But yeah, the 2 new guns are wildly overpowered, and everyone's running them in Warzone. So if you're unemployed or you're able to get your gun leveled up fast somehow legitimately, you're going to be absolutely cracked on the new season of Warzone, dropping high kill gameplays and all. So everyone who's employed and doesn't take out a second mortgage to be able to play Call of Duty and run the meta weapons are trying to catch up to where you are. And now, to add on to it, they're hiding levels in pubs. Remember when it was like an accomplishment to have someone on the other team like a crazy high level and you were like, oh, this is a sweat, I'm going to try and beat him? No, they've got to hold your hand now so that people don't leave lobbies against decent players or high-level players. And now they just hide that information. So if you load into a pub lobby, now you're not going to see the level of the other players that you're playing against. If I go here, you can see that it is there, but when you're like sitting in the loading screen, you can't see what level the players you're shooting against are. And I just find this wild that they're trying to hide that, but it's to keep people from dodging games. On top of that, they've added advertisements to your Create-a class. It just shows that in the modern age, you can make money advertising pretty much everything. They're advertising the new bundles in the stores. So if you're running one of the new guns, or even an old one, you're going to see an advertisement for one of the blueprints for that gun just by using that gun. And this is just wild to me. Like, they are taking ads to the max. They are trying to squeeze every penny out of us in the last days of Black Ops 6. And it's kind of sad in my opinion. Next, Ranked plays bugged to shit. They have maps that haven't been in the map set for months being available to play. For some reason, like Barrage Hardpoint and Control, and Protocol Hardpoint, which was taken out like 3 months ago, are now back in the rotation for ranked play. I don't know how you do this. That's either them just not caring, or them not doing any quality assurance tests, because you'd think that would get caught pretty quick by a company as big as Microsoft Activision. Overall, new update, still Black Ops 6, still mediocre. I just wanted to whine about it because you've got a giant corporation, a AAA title, and their game is broken to shit on release day. Really frustrating to me. You'd think they'd have their stuff together, but they are trying to milk us for the last few dollars they can get out of us before this game becomes obsolete. Let me know down in the comments what issues you've been running into. Please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, check out my socials in the description, and I will catch you tomorrow with another video.